In the first video of this series, we saw how we can use Excel to record all of the meals and quickly add up the total calories for a day or for a meal. That was nice, but in the second video, we learned how we can use the amazing Excel tables. These tables not only look great, but they also have some really powerful features. And now in this third video, we're going to see how we can make the process of dieting a lot easier by using one of the truly amazing features of Excel, the pivot table. Now don't worry, some people believe that pivot tables are so powerful that they just have to be difficult, but they're not. In fact, if you approach them the right way, like we are going to do, they're actually quite easy and a lot of fun. Now, if you want to play along at home, you can download the workbook by clicking the link in the description. And if you want to see the previous videos, you can click that same link. And speaking of clicking, we would love for you to do one more little click on that little red subscribe button. Let's go to sheet log 4. As you can see, we have our nice Excel table, and now we're going to create an amazing pivot table in just 5 mouse clicks, well, maybe 6. First, we'll click somewhere inside the table, and then in the Table Design tab, we'll click Summarize with a Pivot Table. A dialog box appears and asks us to verify the data we want to summarize and where we want to put our new pivot table. Usually it is on a new sheet, so all we have to do is just click OK. Now we have a new sheet, and on the left is a design where our pivot table is going to be, and on the right is a list of columns in our log table. Now, as you can see, in the pivot table world, they suddenly call the columns fields. Columns, fields, whatever. Okay. Then below the columns, fields, there are 4 boxes, and all we have to do is drag the columns or fields to the appropriate box. Now we can ignore that first box filter. That's pretty rarely used, and we don't need the columns box, so we will just focus on the bottom 2 boxes. Now watch this. We will drag date down to the rows box. Excel puts fields for both month and date. In this case, we don't want the total for each month. We just want the totals for each date. So we will remove the month field. So we click month and drag it to the spreadsheet. Now it's gone. Then we drag meals down below date in the rows box. Now we have meals under each date. And here's where the magic begins. We're going to drag the calories column to the values box. Look at that. And now we're going to drag carbs down to the same box. Isn't that amazing? We have the totals now for each date and each meal for calories and carbs. Now let's fix the number format in the calories column. We'll click any cell in the calories column, and then we'll right click it and choose number format. And let's choose the number format with 0 decimals and a 1,000 separator. That looks a little better. That is the amazing pivot table. Was that hard? Now, as amazing as the pivot tables are, there is one problem with them. They do not automatically update themselves. So if we go back to our log 4 sheet, and let's say we add a late night snack, okay, maybe one Big Mac. Okay, then we go back to our new sheet with the pivot table, and look, there's no change. We have to refresh the table. And that's pretty simple. We just have to right click somewhere in the pivot table and choose refresh. That's better. Pivot tables are indeed amazing, but just be sure to refresh that table whenever your data changes. Congratulations, you have now learned how to use pivot tables. With this awesome new tool, it is so much easier to keep track of the foods we eat. But we are not finished yet. There is one more amazingly powerful Excel feature that can make it a lot easier to keep track of the foods we eat. And that is the super powerful VLOOKUP function. Be sure to click the link in the description below. And if you haven't done it already, don't forget about that nice red subscribe button. And also, don't forget to have some fun with pivot tables. It is really an amazing tool, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. Until next time, thanks for watching.